Welcome everybody. Today is a wonderful day. We have gathered again, like we said, on Friday. Every Friday we come together to talk about what is necessary in our lives. And today is going to be very, very, very inviting. Today we are going to go and deal with what we call proper protection. I just want you to know that once you are well protected, then everything follows from there. You have to be well protected. Protection is things that you give to yourself, at least to take care of your family. And we are going to talk about the components. And many times when people say, oh, I have protection, what kind of protections do you have? Do you have the ones that are very, very necessary? Do you have the protection that can protect not just your life, but protect also your family? So we will have time to deal with that today. If you are joining us, can you just share this on your wall? As we promise, every Friday we will come back to talk about money and how to protect yourself, how to save, how to grow, how to retire, how to have a lifestyle dream, all that. Everything that we do has to go with the resources that we have. Last time I was talking about, somebody was telling me, cut your coat according to your size. So I said, well, the right thing to say is cut your coat according to the size of the cloth that you have. Because if your cloth is not enough, it doesn't matter what your size is. You cannot cut a coat to the size of what you don't have. You must have the resources to do that. So today we are going to talk about protection as one of the greatest tools that you can use to change your life, to transfer resources to your family, to help someone in your bloodline, to change the trajectory of where you are born. Protection is that tool, and we have it. We just have to use it and use it very well. So today, let's go deep and direct also. We are talking about proper protection. So what proper protection is, we are going to also talk about it in a nutshell. To change your life. What is proper protection? So if you are talking about protection, do you just have a regular one, or you want to have the protection that protects everything? Many of us are very, very understanding when it comes to taking care of our properties. Like car, you must have protection on your car. You must have protection also on your health. And those are mandatories here where we are in the North America. If you don't have it sometime, you will also be penalized. You can't just drive around, gamble yourself without having protection. If anything happens, the government will hold you responsible. So because of liability, many people have to take it, and also because it's a law. But the greatest thing that takes care of everything in your life, which is your life, yourself, your health, we don't really think about it as something that we need to protect. We don't protect our income. Because when we're talking about protection, we have to protect everything. Protect your income, protect your health, protect your life, protect your wealth also. And those are the protections we are going to talk about today. And there's a component that when you have it, it takes care of all of them. Before, people used to talk about life insurance as something that when you have, if you are no more, your family will get something. That's very, very great. But it's gone beyond that now. You just have to understand the dimensions of it and know which one can be used for whatever purpose and begin to use them. That is when you get the maximum of what you need to get, what will happen for you, what you can do for yourself, what you can leave for your family as a legacy. The protection we'll talk about today, apart from the car, the properties, the house, the business that we protect. Some people protect their travel also. You are traveling, they tell you to buy a policy that covers you, so that if you decide not to travel, you have to get your money back, or if anything happens, you lose your wallet, you lose your bag, they have to pay for it. And we are very happy to do all that. But the most important protection, many of us neglect it. And if I ask you today, if you are listening from wherever, what is that one thing that is the most important that you have? And many people will tell me their car, some people say their house. I've done seminars when people come and tell you their job. And all those things are good, they are very important to us. But one thing that takes care of everything is yourself. You are the most valuable thing that your family have, especially if you are able to bring income. Your ability to produce income in your family is one of the most valuable things that you have. You have to protect that machine. I want to put it this way again. If you have a printer in the house now that prints money every month, prints money for bills, prints money for the school fees of the kids, prints money for your travels, prints money for your lifestyle, prints money for all your upkeep, and you know that that machine needs to be maintained and you don't maintain it, if the machine breaks down, do you know that every other thing will fall apart? Everything that you have protected or you are trying to preserve, you lose them. A lot of us are gambling with ourselves. We are gambling with our life. And many people start in life, they start to make investment, they start to buy different kind of programs, stocks and bonds, real estate. And they forget that machine that makes the money that you use to buy all these things, which is yourself. So in the foundation of wealth, financial foundation, the first thing on the foundation is protection. And not just protection, it's called proper protection. When you have able to protect yourself, protect your family, protect your assets, protect your health, then you have done the proper protection. And we are going to break it down. Every protection that you must have has to have component. And most of these protections, some of them come with cash value and the growth also in them, which is there are 4 components of life insurance these days. It can be anyone. It doesn't have to be this or that. But anyone that have cash value that also have growth on them. Some of them have unlimited growth these days. Some companies offer you that. But at least let's say you have a cap of about 15%. And you have a floor of 0. Let's just use that number. Or maybe 12% cap. Going up, you go up to 12%. Going down, there is no loss. You have 0 floor. So if the market go down, you still keep it because it's tied to an index account. Do you know that that alone can take care of your future and take care of your now? And number one, it has growth. So we have the 4 components. It has growth in it. And it's also safe. But all this is not guaranteed. So past what's it called, projection cannot also be counted as what the future will bring. So I want you to know that off the bat. But we are just saying it grows. But the good part of it is that 0 will become your hero. Even if nothing happens, you still get whatever you have put in. So there must be growth, there must be safety. But on the 3rd component also, it has what we call tax advantage. You have to have protection that also protects you from paying excess of tax. I've said it many times. The rule of Warren Buffett is rule number 1, never lose money. And rule number 2 is never forget rule number 1. As long as you don't lose money and you don't forget rule number 1, you will always have money. So tax advantage is one of the greatest tools that some of these protections come with. Most of them are great. Some of them are not that great, but whichever one you have, I want you to keep it. Because if there's a loss in your family, nobody asks you what kind of policy you have. They just want to know, does he have a policy? I've never seen anybody that lost their job, or maybe they want to get money out of their cash value and they know they have it. They begin to try to know the nitty-gritty, how many percentage was there. No. They just want to get what they have. Or somebody pass away in the family. The first thing the family put a call is to say, is the policy still active? They don't ask you what type, whether it's a variable life or universal life or IUL or term policy. They don't care about that. They want to know, does daddy have protection? Does our mom have protection? And you say, yes, there's protection. The family will be at peace. And the one thing protection gives you is peace of mind. I told us last time, one of my friends told me that when he newly moved down to Georgia, I think the first week he was going out to buy something in the store. Whatever happened, instead of him parking the car, he accelerated the car. The car went through the store. He was confused. He didn't know what happened. The cops came, everybody came, they took statement, he was taken to the hospital, and that was it. Up till date, he told me that he doesn't know what happened to that store, how it was fixed, because he had a full coverage in the car. Everything was paid for. Everything was paid for. That's how you will have peace of mind. Do you know how much it could have cost him if it has no protection? What about people that their house got burnt? What about people that go through flood? Then all these are properties now we're talking about. Have you thought about yourself? If anything happened to me today, from the time you are born to the time you see God, whatever happened in between, you already taking care of it ahead of time. Say you live up to retirement age or you live up to the 80s. Do you know that all the savings that you have done, all the investments you have made, all the properties you have bought, as long as there's protection, by the time you get to the last 20 years of your life, you will have enough resources to take care of yourself without waiting for your children to give you a handout, without waiting for the government to give you something. Even social security is not enough. Many of you that still have pension is something that it's like a dinosaur now. It's going away. We don't even hear pension anymore. But some companies still give pension. It's not enough. That's why you see people in their 70s, they go back to work because they have to earn income. One of the greatest things in life is for you to be able to earn income, whether actively or passive income. And protection will be one of the things you do when you're starting in life. To start anything, whether it's business, you must have what we call proper protection. And I told you that it has to have 4 components. It must be also has growth in it. It must have safety. It must be tax advantage, whereby either the tax is deferred, so it should be tax advantage on the loan, tax advantage on debt benefit, tax advantage on withdrawals. Then the biggest part of the component is that it should also have what we call long-term care. Many people have not talked much about long-term care. It's the greatest cause of bankruptcy in America today, in old age, people that is 65 and above. The greatest cause of bankruptcy in old age is not that they gambled their money, or it's not that they didn't save, but it's long-term care. And many of us don't have anything protecting ourselves, protecting our health. You might have health insurance. It will take care of the doctor's visit. Maybe you have some copay. You might have what we call the Medicare and Medicaid, the one that take care of the medications up to some percentage. But do you have the protection that protects you in your house from falling? Do you have the protection that helps you when you cannot do 2 of the activities of daily living? There are 6 of them: bathing, dressing up, transportation. Do you know that one of the most expensive bed in this world is the hospital bed, followed by the nursing home bed? Or even your bed in your house that you bought with your money. Because you have to pay somebody to put you on that bed and pay somebody to bring you down every day. Pay somebody to dress you up, to feed you. How many of us will our children be able to do that for? Some people say, don't worry, I don't care about that. My kids will take care of me. I wish that these days that children can still do that as we did for our grandparents. So you have to begin to plan for that. You have to begin to plan. If you have failed to plan in life, then you have already failed. There's no way to plan to fail in life. Nobody wake up and say, oh, I'm not going to make it. Everybody run the same race. I had a proverb in Africa that in the morning, the grizzly gets up and begin to run. And also the lion does the same thing also. They just run. Why is the grizzly running? Because the grizzly knows that if they don't run, they'll be eaten up by the lion. And also the lion knows that if they don't run, they cannot feed. So both the hunter and the hunted are always on the race. That's one of the things that you have to do. You have to run as fast as you can and begin to put things in place to protect your family. Take care of yourself, take care of your activities, take care of your responsibilities, take care of what God has put in your hand, especially your children, especially your business, your job. Those things that keep you busy, whatever is keeping you busy, you have to protect it from losses. You have to protect it from old age, from breakdowns. And if you are able to do that, then I'm telling you that you are set to move up to the next dimension in financial foundation. And every week we are going to come and take one and deal with it. Today we are talking about proper protection. So I started talking about every other thing we protect them. Properties. Many of us have protections on our cars. We have protections on our house. We have protections on even our cell phone. We have protection on many things. Even people buy clothes, they have protection on that clothes. They have protection on shoes. So if anything happens, you come back and exchange it for free, or they give you some kind of rebate. But have you any protection on yourself that protects your income? Do you have any protection on yourself that protects your health? Do you have any protection on yourself that protects your life? If you need to know more, let us know. Contact us one way or the other. We're going to talk to you. So this is where we are going to call it a day today. Thank you very much for listening. And if there's any question, I want you to write me. And also we are in a campaign to educate 30 million Americans before the year 2030. Today, we have crossed the 3 million mark, but we have not still gone far. We still have a long way to go. So I'm appealing to you, wherever you are listening to me today. You want to join us on this campaign. You don't need anything, just to come in and have the willing heart, and we will hold your hand to help you educate 30 million Americans before the year 2030. So we have a financial literacy campaign. We train you. We teach you how to also go out there and campaign and help your family. And because the first person to help is yourself. After we have helped ourselves, in the financial foundation, there are 4 components, which is protection. Proper protection is the foundation. Then there's debt management. Then you go up to the emergency fund. And the next thing is you talk about investment. We have it all. We have a holistic approach to finance. And you can come in and learn and say, okay, I don't want to go and campaign or help anybody. I just want to learn for myself. We have also room for you. So I'm appealing to you. You are listening to me today. Write me, contact me, DM me, call me. So we can help you to protect yourself and protect your future and protect your family. Have a wonderful and a great day.